First, to talk about why I even made this film, Broken and Beautiful. I had written another musical a couple of years ago and always wanted to write a musical based on Christian film, but didn't really think that I'd be able to do so. A lot of them are praise and worship songs. Didn't really think that those lended themselves to a movie, which of course would have conflict. So I was praying about it, and all of a sudden all the songs that were becoming popular were really kind of authentic and transparent about people going through struggles, and just started, these stories were weaving in my head, and really felt that I had to get them down on paper, and storylines that I didn't even think of. I kind of felt like a muse, like God was just pouring it through me. I was just taking dictation at certain points. And it was the fastest screenplay I've ever written. It was done in 3 weeks, and I had, I think, 140-page first draft. I had to go through it.
That's it?
Edit out a lot of it, but after I did all that, I wasn't really sure what to do with it. Who would buy that screenplay? Not really. It's not a, there's a market opening up for Christian films, but I wasn't really sure where I would sell it, and so I went for a run and just really felt a voice call to me that said I should make it myself, and reminded God that I'm a writer and I prefer to do that, but really felt that I was meant to do this myself, and so just decided to figure out how to be a producer and director. And
camera set.
So I did, and then 9 months that ensued, read every book I could, tapped every resource I had, and I would pray one day, say, God, I need to know how to do this, I need to know this precise thing, and the next day, literally the next day, I would meet people that could explain things to me. So that was a pretty amazing process that just kept reaffirming that I was supposed to make this film, and so went through it, and now starting post-production and digging into that process, and just continuing to know that it's, you know, if God wanted me to do this, He's going to lead all the steps to do it. I really think it's an important story. It weaves 5 different storylines together, people of faith that are struggling with something pretty major, from addiction to infidelity, and it's a really honest look at how people of faith deal with these issues. It doesn't sugarcoat it, but in order to keep the rating, it doesn't, you know, it's not graphic or anything like that. It just is an honest look at what people can deal with and how they can get through it as a believer, how we judge each other, judge ourselves, and it's set to the soundtrack of some really awesome music. So yeah, I'm really passionate about this. I wasn't going to let anything stand in my way to getting this done, and got it done in 21 days of filming and going into post-production. So that is the story behind the story of Broken and Beautiful.
Okay, cut.
Some challenges in making the film. Well, it was a very low budget, and so didn't pay any of the actors, but that didn't stop any of their dedication. But you know, trying to get, you know, had less people audition, but we had some really awesome, talented people there, and just, you know, every challenge of a low budget, I think it, in a way, strengthens the film in certain respects, because you have to get creative and you have to figure out how to do it. You know, can't pay for any locations, so had to rely on the good nature of family and friends, and make things look. I didn't pay for, I don't think, any props or set dressings, so we just had to make them look how I wanted to look. Don't really think there was too many compromises in that, but you just had to get creative and make do with what you had, and found some crew, again, that did it for experience or just the love of the project.
Who needs a beverage? What would you like? Oh, God.
Oh, no! Oh, you're on it. Good.
Are you rolling? You better be rolling.
I am. Grenade. Fire in the hole.
Joke's on James.
Who pranked me? Yeah. I will get you back double. Okay, see, I tried to serve.
That's for you to
Let the record stand. I tried to serve, be of service. No more.
Oh, that was funny.
The challenge was just the time, because it is a full-length feature film with songs, so we had to get the songs cut literally about 24 hours before we were filming that scene, which was not the way that it was supposed to happen. The songs were all supposed to have been recorded, I think 2 or 3 months before the filming started, But the studio took away our studio time. They said they were open, and then all of a sudden they booked other people in front of us. So at the very last minute, of course, we had to get a substitute, and basically the actors were going in on a Tuesday if they had to film on Wednesday, and I would get the songs emailed to me on my phone, and I would play them back during filming. So that was the most challenging, because sometimes the emails didn't come through, so we didn't have the songs right away. So that was one of the biggest challenges, is making sure that these songs, because it's a musical, and with 24 songs, that's a huge chunk of it. It's almost a 2-hour movie, and at least half of that running time will be music. So to make sure that that was gonna work was a big challenge. And just every day, 10, 12, 14-hour days, getting lots of scenes in, just pushing the crew to get, and the actors to get through all of these scenes when we didn't have time to set up the lighting like a Hollywood film set, or take a million takes and angles. We just had to get it done and plan well. So those are probably the two of the bigger challenges of making this film. Well, we filmed at the lovely Apache Motel in Chicago, and for one day, a very cold day.
Jenna! Jenna, it's Javi. Please let me in. Look, I heard about what happened. Jenna!
Go away.
And we also filmed at St. Mike's in Old Town. That was a really nice place. Really beautiful church. I wanted a church with a big steeple on the top so you could see the sun coming through it, and get my opening scene. So, and then across the street from them, there's this park, so we used that park for the dance scene, and so we just had one permit for that, so that was good. I'm talking about the hopes of the movie. The film is just all about, the unconditional love of God, and we are all broken, but we are beautiful creations of His, and so I do have high hopes, and but I know that it's all going to be, of course, in God's hands. If He wants this done, then He's going to take it wherever He's going to take it.